My name is Casimira. My sisters are autistic. It's hard having autistic sisters. Sometimes when Zora has an outburst, she hurts me. She used to beat me up all the time, but it's getting better now. Sometimes when she has an outburst, I get scared because I get afraid that she's going to hit me. Zana screams a lot. When she gets mad, she won't talk to anyone. She wants everyone to leave her alone. Sometimes she plays with us, but she gets mad really easy. I love my sisters, but I wish they were normal. My name is Azari and I'm autistic. My autism makes me feel I'm bad. Make me to put myself on timeout. I feel like I kill myself and I get listening at school and I feel like to hit people and I feel like to punch myself.
Why?
Because I don't know.
What tells you that you should hurt people or hurt yourself or make it so you get restrained at school?
I don't know. My brain different.
Your brain is different?
Mm-hmm.
How is it different?
Because I grow different.
You're growing differently? What does your brain tell you to do?
Do bad stuff.
Like what?
Like shoot.
Isn't it boring sitting in the living room all by yourself?
But I don't care.
You don't care? Why not? Because why?
Because I don't like my heart and brain.
Because you don't like your heart and brain? Why not? How does sitting in the living room alone make you feel? Makes you feel happy to be by yourself? Do you like to be by yourself? What about when people try and talk to you? How does that make you feel?
In my heart, in my tummy, making my hand. My thing making my.
Being the parent of a child that has a diagnosis of autism, as well as one who has a pending diagnosis, can be difficult. My main job is to be sure all 3 of my children are happy and safe. I'm required to look at each of my children differently, evaluate their needs differently, and remember that my children are individuals. Although it can be quite stressful, I love my children just the way they are, and I believe that they are who they were meant to be. I wouldn't change them for the world. I wrote a poem a few years ago when Azari was at her worst, and I would like to share that. I feel as though it sums up autism from a parent's perspective. You hold out your hand to me, you have that look in your eyes. I wish I could understand you, but it takes so many tries. I know that you're frustrated, you wish that you could say everything that's bothering you, but you can't find the way. I understand why you're angry. I'd be angry too. It must be so hard with no one to understand you. I try to remember simple's best when I talk to you. I try to keep my words short so you don't get confused. I try to show you pictures in case you can't find the words. It doesn't matter how you communicate, you will always be heard. I may not understand you, but you'll always have my hand, to help you and to guide you through things you don't understand. I wish the world could see you for who you really are. You're not your diagnosis, you're a little star. People judge you because you're special, because you have your little fits, because you don't like certain textures, because you can't deal with it. I wonder how it makes them feel to judge a child so young. How can they blame your problems on you? Do they think you're like this for fun? Yes, you hurt yourself because it feels good. You scream and have a fit. You bang your head on the wall. You're just having fun with it. Maybe that's the way they think, but they're just all naive. Exiled by the community, they all want you to leave. They've called you names of evil for being the way you are. They say that you're the devil. Those names aren't going far. Baby, you're not evil. You're not doing anything wrong. You adjust to what you can, and we keep going on. What you are is autistic. You're a special little girl. For God loved you so much, He gave you your own little world. The one you withdraw to when life's getting to be too much, when you feel you need a time out, when you can't handle a certain touch. And though you're in that world most of the day and night, sometimes I see a flicker. It's the real you trying to fight. Trying to come out and see me, trying to show you care. But don't worry about that, baby. I know the real you is there. God has granted me patience. I ask for it in prayer. I look past the shell of you. I look past your lost stare. One day you will greet me and say, Mom, I've been inside. I know you never gave up on me, but that is no surprise. For God has told me many times that you would be the one who never gave up hope for me, would fight until the fight was done. Until that day comes around, I'll be right with you. One day you'll open your eyes to a world that is brand new. I love you.
You're funny.
Right now, as you sit in this room, it's very easy for you to focus on my voice and understand every word that I'm saying. For you, it's the only noise in the room. This is not how children with autism hear. They hear everything. Sounds that you may not even notice they hear. And they hear them all at the same volume. So as you listen to and are able to focus on my voice, they hear the fan blowing. They hear doors closing. They hear the wait staff clearing tables. They hear the woman 10 feet away rummaging through her purse. They hear a fire truck outside. They hear people walking to their seats. They hear someone pouring a glass of water. They hear the wind. They hear a car alarm going off. They hear someone coughing. They hear a cell phone ringing. They hear a baby crying. If this is what your world sounded like every minute of every day, what would you do to cope? Would you run? Would you scream? Would you rock back and forth? Would you fight to get away? Would you jump up and down and flap your hands? Would you bite your cheek until it bled? Would you hit yourself in the head? What would you do to make it stop? What would you do to make it stop? Our kids are always doing the best that they can, always, to cope with a world that they simply don't hear the same way that we do.